I'm Lee Spencer with the Racing Boys. I'm here with Rico Abreu. You told me prior to the race, I've got to win. What had you carrying that sentiment going into this race?
I just know Keith's cars. They're winning cars. And I put myself in a position that, you got great track position and you have a fast race car, so you have to go and win the race. You got to capitalize on that opportunity.
What did Keith say to you when you first got out of the car? Because you talked a lot tonight about loyalty, and I know how much that means to Keith too, and you could really see it in his eyes when you first hugged him when you got out of the car.
Yeah, he's my guy. I've ran with him for 8 years now, and he believes in me, and I can see it and I can feel it, and that's what creates this positive energy between us. No matter the circumstances.
5 of 6 preliminary night wins in a row. That's pretty sporty. How much of that is just your comfort level here at this track, and how much is it Keith's midgets?
It's a little bit of both. I have my driving style really fits this racetrack. The track prep is phenomenal every year, and going back to having great race cars, Toyota and Keith Coons Motorsports get together, and they have a deadly combination. And you have these sponsors that get behind you, and they want to see these cars win, and that's what we do when we get out on the track. We try to win these races.
You ran the Virock race last night, and then having the track changes overnight that they made, the gravel went out there and worked religiously on it. How did you feel that the track had changed between the two events?
I felt like tonight in the feature, the last few laps was definitely a lot slicker and slower. You couldn't set such a touring pace. You had to be more finesse and focus on hitting your marks, at the end of the race. But last night in the IROC race, I kind of just got up and went, and I got some spots early in the race and put me in a good spot to about halfway through the race to charge on up through there. And I wish we could have got some cautions, but it's only a 20-lap race, so if you add 10 more laps like we did tonight, I felt like I could have got there with Christopher and raced a little bit more, and and be able to maybe break his momentum and get to a slide fest and try to get ahead of him.
With the changes that have occurred over the last few months, and Christopher leaving, Kyle leaving, I know it's probably been over-reported, but what would it mean for you to bring that driller back to Keith, having won it with him before, and knowing how much of himself he invests into this one event every year?
Yeah, I see the effort and the hard work that goes into Keith Coons Motorsports. Allowing me to keep my sprint car at their shop, and I see the hours they put in, and Keith's loyalty to me is you don't see that in this generation. You see a lot of drivers changing and team owners coming in and coming out. Keith's been doing this. I believe he told me that he's only missed one Chili Bowl, and it was the first one. So it's pretty cool to have a lifetime opportunity to be able to race for him, and and his belief in me is what pushes me the most. His whole team believes in me, and that's what allows me to have this success.
And again, after the changes to the track, what are your expectations for Saturday?
I think it's going to be like how it was tonight at the end of the race, but you'll probably have 15 to 20 more laps of racing like that at the end.
And why was it so important for you to go and kind of hail to the Brownies right after the win?
They're a great group. They get wound up, and I love the energy they create in this building. It just really intrigues me to go over there and listen to them and see how involved they are in understanding with what's going on out there.
Well, it was great to see the response that they gave you as well. Good luck, and look forward to see what you can do on Saturday.
Thank you.